What is going on, folks? I'm Suburban Angling, back out here in the beautiful city of Chicago on Lake Michigan with my buddy David, aka the Fish Finesser. We're trolling some crankbaits behind us for lake trout as we make our way to Navy Pier, which is right here behind me. We just got done slapping on some lake trout. That's not going to be featured in this video. If you want to see some lake trout content, I'm going to link a video in the description of David's perspective of our day. Yeah, we call some biggins. Anyways, I know what you guys came for. You guys came for some perch fishing. This is probably going to be my last perch video of the year unless I go from the bank or something like that. I don't want the content to get too old. I don't want to recycle old content, so we're gonna do something new for you guys still today because we are going to be doing a catch and cook. I'm gonna show you guys the rig, show you guys how I catch these perch, and then I'm gonna take you to the kitchen. I'm gonna show you how I like to prepare them, or at least one of the ways I like to prepare them. So I'm gonna stop babbling. We're gonna keep trolling these crankbaits and see if we can hook another laker on the way to the pier, and then once we get there, I'm gonna show you guys some of these perch that we can catch. So stay tuned and enjoy. Well, that was pretty cool, folks. There we go. Show you guys the rig one more time before I drop it down there. Little fathead minnow on the size 4 or size 6. I prefer a little bit of a bigger hook because big perch is gonna have no problem swallowing that, and I want to make sure they're hooked. And then 2 pretty big split shots because we're fishing 20 foot down, and I want my bait to get down there. I want it to get down there. Oh, there he goes. Look at Davey, the first victim of the day. It's a little buddy too. Oh my god, dude, that's a freaking 14-incher.
Like could be big someday.
Hold on, let me get the bump board out for that one, dog. Easily 13. Oh, he's just so fat.
12 3/4.
Well, we'll stretch him out to 13. You know, we'll open his mouth a little bit. He's 13 inches. You got him? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm on the minnow. Look at him. Oh, it's a big one, dude. It's a big one. For real big one. Like it literally feels like I'm fighting a walleye. Dude, it's huge. Might be like a 16-incher. I'm not even joking. Holy crap. Dude, holy shit. Dude, get the net. Holy crap. Dude, that's a hoss. Look at that thing. That's a big one. That's what we came out here to Navy Pier for, folks. Oh yeah. Look at him. Boop, right over me. That's a good little tubby.
That's about the smallest I got last time.
Oh, my ice rod is on. Oh, he slammed it. He was on there for a little grip. Got him. Yeah, they're firing up. Good one, right? Little keeper. Look, I'm on right now too. David, big one. Big one. I might have 2. Oh yeah. That's about the minimum size keeper that I like right there. About a 9, but that's about a 10-incher right there. If I put him on the bump board, I'd say he's 9 3. He's probably about 10 1/4 inch. That's the minimum size, mainly because they got the shoulders. If they're long and they don't got shoulders, I don't keep them. I don't think this has a minnow on it, but just in case it does, let me lower them back down a little bit. Got him. Oh, it's a big one. Oh yeah. Look at on the net. Oh my god. Yeah, that's over 13. Look at that one David just caught, folks, on the little ice jig. Ice jig with a minnow on it. Oh, I'm getting hit. He's still on there? Homie was smacking on it, G. That's a big one, David. I might have 2 of them on there. No cap, my shit's folded.
One was biting on it.
Oh my god, no, it's like a freaking 14-incher. 13.5-incher. It's a big one. It's gonna add to the list of fish that are gonna get catch clean cooked. The stringer that has two. Oh, okay, we're turning on. Oh yeah, look at that one right there. Oh, boom! Live action out here in Navy Pier. As you can see, we did a number on the perch. It's pretty cold out here. It's like a refrigerator, so don't worry. They're literally icy cold. Got our limit, a 2-man limit, me and my buddy David. So we're about to go back out there and just troll for some more lake trout on the way out. This is not the end of the video. Wow, I look goofy. Like I said, I'm gonna see you guys at the kitchen for the catch and cook portion because I want to show you guys how I prepare these fish, how I like to eat them. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people, you know, especially with the perch fishing scene, a lot of people who do it are new to fishing, and it's something easy for them to go out and do and get on a bite and hang out with a bunch of people. There's a community out here of people on the shore and on the boats. You know, we're talking to each other, hanging out, catching fish. So once you catch them, what do you do with it? So that's what we're gonna get into once we get back to the house. So I'll see you guys there. All right, folks, so we have finally made it to the kitchen. Not only am I going to show you guys how I like to cook these fish and obviously do a catch and cook, but I'm also going to show you guys how I like to store the fish for long-term storage. Like, what do you do with some fish that you don't want to eat that day or even that week, but maybe you want to eat them that month or a month later? You know what I mean? Just like you do with, you know, pieces, you know, meat like beef or anything like that. I'll show you guys what I do with my fish to make that happen. The first thing you're going to need is pretty basic. You can literally get all this stuff at any of your local grocery stores, Walmart, probably even Target, just wherever, right? We're gonna need 1 egg, simple. We're gonna need a little bit of salt, which, simple. We're gonna need a plastic bag, very simple. It could be a sandwich bag. This one here is a quart. Sometimes if you're gonna be using a lot of fillets, right? Because I'm only gonna be showing you guys one fillet for the sake of the video. If you're doing a lot of fillets and cutting it up into little chunks, you might want to use a gallon bag. This is a quart, like I said. Now this one is up for your interpretation, or I guess you can pick what you want to use. This is some fish fry that I got right here from Tasty Delight. Just some 3-in-1, you know, basic season coating, seafood, meats, and poultry. So obviously, like it says on the package, you could use this for whatever you wanted to use it for. For the sake of the video, we're going to be using it for seafood. Obviously, it's perch. It's not really seafood, but you guys get the point. This stuff is actually pretty good, and that's why I'm showing it to you. Like, it was my first time using it the last time I bought it, and you know, as you see, I'm down to the bottom of the bag. I've been using it a couple times, and the stuff's actually pretty good. So Tasty Delight 3-in-1 original, go get that. It's good. But yeah, of course, you can just use flour. You can use any other seafood mix or a fish fry mix, or just, you know, a lot of people use panko breadcrumbs mixed with flour. But regardless, just get some fish fry. It keeps it simple, and like I said, this one is pretty good, so you can't go wrong. This next ingredient, again, is going to be up to your interpretation, but go with my recommendation. Peanut oil is the way to go. Peanut oil is definitely, in my opinion, one of the better oils you can use. There's plenty of good oil you can use to fry fish. You know, a lot of people use corn oil. People use vegetable oil, which again is the other option I was going to present to you guys. But personally, for me, peanut oil is the way to go. It has a higher smoke point, so your kitchen doesn't get all smoky when the oil gets hot, and also it just tastes better. For some reason, when I fry fish with vegetable oil, I feel like it just takes the flavor away from the fish. And obviously I don't want the fish to taste super fishy, but the point is I don't want them to taste like nothing either. And I feel like peanut oil is the best of both worlds. It fries the fish, gets them nice and crispy, and it maintains that taste. So definitely the way to go. Of course, we're gonna need a little plastic container, and that's gonna go hand in hand with our egg, because we're actually gonna crack our egg and get it into this plastic container. Alright folks, so right here we have a perch fillet, we have the egg yolk, and we have the seasoning that I showed you guys in the plastic bag. So it's pretty obvious if you've watched any fish fry or if you watched any catch and cook video what's about to happen. But if you haven't watched what's about to happen, well, we're about to take this perch fillet and I'm going to cut that thing up into about 3 little chunks, and we're going to dip it into this egg yolk. So let's do that. The fillet. cut it about right here. And we'll cut it about right here. So you see we got 3 pretty large chunks of meat. Now we're just gonna drop those in the egg yolk. Boom, let's put that right here. Just move that around, get them nice and covered. This is so the breading or the fish fry sticks to the perch well. It makes it nice and thick on there, and it honestly, I feel like it helps them crisp up and gives it a little bit of flavor as well. If you don't, obviously, if you guys don't like to eat eggs, or if you don't like eggs, you can just get them wet and put them in the breadcrumbs as well. But this is the best way to do it. All right, so those should be pretty good, pretty coated. Now we're just gonna open this little bag. Sorry if it looks like my hands don't work. I'm trying to do this while looking through the camera lens. Let some of the excess egg drip off. It doesn't need to be super, super coated. Drop them in the bag. Let that drip off a little bit and drop that in the bag. All right, so off camera, I'm gonna blow some air into this bag and close it. I'm gonna shake it up real quick. Give it a good shake. Make sure it's all nice and coated. All right, folks, so as you see, the oil is smoking up. I actually was preheating it the whole time I was talking to you guys. It's very hot. Obviously, it's hot enough to drop the fish in there. Usually, if you're smart, you'll have the oil hot and you're not gonna be talking to the camera for 20 minutes and then put the fish in there. But as you can see, the oil is gonna be really hot. So we're gonna dump these fish that got super, super coated. We're just gonna put them right in the breading. As you can see, that oil is ready to go. So even though maybe I've talked to you guys a little bit too long, it was beneficial because we are ready to go. Dropping them right in that peanut oil. All right, folks, I got my small plate of perch fillets. Obviously, it was just one fillet, so it cooked really fast, and the oil was really hot. You saw it was already smoking before I even put the fish in there. That was just because I was talking to you guys for a really long time, preheating it to make sure that it was ready for me to put the fish in. As soon as I was done, obviously record all the ingredients and all that. In a normal situation, just watch the oil on like medium heat, and once you think it's about hot enough, just start taking some flour and dropping it in there, and if it sizzles up and floats to the top, obviously it's ready for the fish to put in there. That's when you can start dropping them in, and if it starts smoking, you lower the heat and obviously play with it. But the fish still turned out great. I obviously just cooked them for a minute or two because the oil was really hot, but they're still good and really golden and crispy. Now the next step is up to you guys. A lot of people like to just eat the fillets straight up, dip them in some sauce, or maybe make fish and chips or whatever. People make fish tacos, fish sandwiches. I like all of the above. I'm gonna leave a link down below in the description to one of my favorite fish sauces that I use to dip them in and for fish tacos. Obviously, if you have, your favorite sauce, or if you're watching this video just for fun, you already know what you like, then you like what you like. But if you're watching this video for recommendations, go down below. I have a link in the description to one of my favorite fish sauces. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna dig into this perch. It's really not much, but the whole point of this video is just to show you one of the ways that you can prepare these perch in a really quick and easy way to do it. I'd show it off to you, but it's literally like 2 bites of fish, so whatever. That's gonna wrap it up for me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it to the end of the video and you're actually listening to me talk right now, that means you somewhat at least enjoyed the content that I just made, and I really appreciate that because this is my first ever catch and cook on the channel. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me in this video. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you made it this far in the video, that means you obviously somewhat enjoyed what you just watched, so I really appreciate that. This was my first attempt at a catch and cook, and they're only gonna get better from here, trust me. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.